Gonna do a little rock crawling. Ooh, that looks fun. A little bit of tipsiness, nothing too crazy.
Today we're headed up to Summit Lake in Oregon, and we're going to take the back road, and we're also going to be driving the 6010 road, which is supposedly the roughest road in Oregon. The question is it really that rough? Well, we're going to find out, and we haven't been to this lake yet. It's been on the to-do or to-go list for a long time, and we're super excited about it because it is a snow mountain lake, and the water should be epic. Let's get going. Faith is holding the tree. Are we clearing?
There's a tree in our way.
With that big, huge truck and camper, a lot of times there are low tree branches on these routes, and most of the time we just drive through the tree branches if they aren't too big. However, this tree is kind of in between, and it's got a spider's nest in it, which I don't really want on the roof. So out comes the pole saw.
Woohoo! That was fast work.
That's it. Ready to go through. And another tree comes down. Faith has the saw now and is going to town. Ooh, it's a narrow pathway. We're just squeezing through here with our big thing. There's a few tree branches, but they're all fairly small. They just move out of the way. No big deal.
Looks a little tight, but we're making it through. We took a corner, and as you can see, the road has significantly degraded.
Oh man, this road has gotten bad. Look ahead. It is very overgrown.
Not sure if the trail has completely ended or what, but we'll find out. We have walked up the road a little bit and done a little bit of clearing out of the road to get the truck up here. What we did observe is that this washed out section through the center continues and gets a little bit bigger as we go up, so it might be interesting. Not sure how long it's been since this road has been traveled. Looks as if Peter is trying to straddle the crack as much as possible. However, he is going to have to go into it to avoid some of the brush. We've cleared about 100 yards. Not sure how far we're going to get on the trail, but we're definitely going to see if we can get all the way through. Hopefully it's not closed at the other end or in a section. That would be sad. You can see how tight it is through this section. And this is after we've cleared a little bit of stuff out of the path. Other than a set of motorcycle tracks and a couple of bikes, I don't know that a lot of rigs have been up in this section for quite some time. It'll make it a little interesting.
Ah, there's a big washout on that side. Holy cow. Oh boy, that tree might be a little bit of a... How are we doing?
You're okay. You're getting more road underneath you. You're good. Ooh, careful, babe. A little bit more driver. Perfect.
Woo, that was really quite a washout there.
Yeah, that was. As you can see, it's very narrow. And unfortunately, there are lots of mosquitoes around here that we're trying to avoid. We had to do a little bit more clearing out of the street. Well, road. Still very tight, still very washed out. It does appear that something very narrow has come up this recently, but I don't think they probably care about their body too much. They let it get scratched. Looks like the road is even more degraded. I can actually hear a stream right next to us, which probably is the contributing factor to why it's so washed out right there. Water tends to be the killer of roads. Looks as if the donkey is doing great. Our noble steed is rocking it.
Faith said no outside video on this hill because we're getting eaten alive by all these mosquitoes.
They're really bad.
Anyways, we get to enjoy the inside video as we come up this section. The road was gravel, and then it became a dirt track. It looks more of a logging road, and it's gotten some pretty steep sections that are really rutted out from the rainfall and snow melt off. It's quite interesting. It would definitely be a real challenge in the snow or in the rain, but
Yeah.
right now it's just a little bit of tree obstacle course to try to avoid smashing a branch through our camper window or whatnot. But it's been really beautiful, and lots of little lakes up here, but most of the lakes are mosquito breeding zones right now, and a little small to paddle, but they're really pretty still. We're headed around Summit Lake, and you can see there's actually some pretty legitimate rocks up these hills. Oh my gosh, a little surprising. Woo! Climbing up here. Yeah, it's a rough road, I'd say. Summit Lake! How great is that? We made it! It is really big and
Yes.
beautiful. It looks amazing to go paddle.
It does.
And there's an island out here that I guess people camp at, which looks like it'd be fun too. There's not as many mosquitoes as the trail. We were getting swarmed, bitten on our faces and our hands. It was quite insane.
Looks to be a bit of a washed out road. We're heading from Summit Lake over to Crescent Lake. We had hoped to camp up here tonight, but between the mosquitoes are really bad during the daytime, I can't imagine how bad they're gonna get when it starts to get a little bit cooler and dark. They said that this time of the year is pretty intense for the mosquitoes, and they are correct.
And another interesting rocky, loose hill climb. Wow. Pretty impressive. I'm surprised.
Looks like we found a washed out section on the road. It's still pretty tame. I would actually say that the road we came up here on, which was the 380, was more washed out and more treacherous than this one. I think this one has a lot of traffic that comes through it, so there may be a level of maintenance and stuff or on. A little bit further down the trail, it looks to be a little bit of washout. Mostly the trail's degradation is due to water, which is not all that surprising in this area. Peter's just having a little bit of fun kind of playing with it. There hasn't been a lot of obstacles coming through here. Washout continues a little bit further below me, but it's still relatively easy to progress through this trail. I would say when it rains, it's going to be a lot of fun. This would all be mud, which is a lot of contributing to the ruts and the washed out sections. Overall, as an off or a four-wheel drive trail, it's not quite what it was described to be. I would say the Levitt Lake Trail was a bit more intense than so far we've experienced this one. We've got about another mile until we hit Crescent Lake, and unfortunately we go back to the pavement when we hit Crescent.
Well, I would say the 6010 road does not deserve a reputation of being difficult. It is actually quite easy. It might be a little interesting in the rain or mud or snow, but I think anyone pretty much with a clearance of a car, maybe a Subaru style clearance, would have no trouble on this thing. Air up time! We've got our dual compressors rolling, and it was quite a road, just a bouncy road. It was a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed the video clip of us coming down and up to the lake, and if you have any interest in seeing that track, maybe we will share it, we'll see. But we're looking forward to heading back up there, hopefully when the bugs are a little less, most of the mosquitoes, and we'll spend some more time up there and definitely do some paddling. But for now, we're gonna head down a lower elevation, camp out on a lake or a river probably. And catch you on the next video. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Thanks.